TAULIA TAGOVAILOA. That was a conversation a few weeks ago following the NFL draft and Tua's selection to the Miami Dolphins. And we talked about how the family tends to migrate together. And now we've got a situation in which TAULIA has officially jumped into the transfer portal.
Yeah, and that's actually, it's funny because I wrote about that late last night to post this morning. I went and dotted all my I's and crossed all my T's on a piece, whether Miami could or should pursue TAULIA, the younger Tagovailoa brother, Tagovailoa, excuse me with that pronunciation. Anyway, in so many ways, and you can go read the piece, it's up on stateoftheu.com right now. In terms of talent and, demonstrated performance from high school, TAULIA Tagovailoa can be a Power 5 quarterback, as in on the roster. I don't know that he can start here. I actually don't think that he has the ability to start here. But I mean, he can be on the roster. And look, this is a school where we've had some guys on scholarship at quarterback who shouldn't have been. So I think that, TAULIA has that kind of talent where, giving him a scholarship would be maybe not preferable, but it would be understandable. But he's a little short. His arm isn't as strong as his brother's. And, hey, just like you see with getting Isaiah Walker Jr., this roster really needed offensive linemen more than quarterbacks. And I would say even a cornerback on defense, a CB, would be on the list before a quarterback. And you got 5 quarterbacks right now. And 4 of them you have for at least 2 more years. You got De'Aaron King for this year. You got N'Kosi Perry and Tate Martell for 2 years. You got Peyton Matoka coming off a redshirt for 4 more years, and Tyler Van Dyke for up to 5 years, including his redshirt year this year. We got 5 scholarship dudes. I'm good. Honestly, I would rather allocate that resource elsewhere, which we did by bringing in Walker. So like I said, at the end of my piece, I said, if the best thing that you can say about a player that you're evaluating for transfer is either 1, the school that he used to play for, or 2, the family name that's on the back of his jersey, look elsewhere. And look, I think that he's going to do well somewhere, but somewhere that's a better fit for him. And Miami is just not it, in my estimation. So I would prefer that we didn't. To my knowledge, and based upon years of covering and reading about and researching recruiting, and also listening to, others who know even more than I do, including, coaches who have come out and said things like Manny Diaz, said that there was 1 slot for this 2020 recruiting class, which, like I talked about a couple of weeks ago, was kind of reserved for Willie Moise, who had been at Chaminade, transferred up to Orlando. I said, he's not coming. He's not going to qualify here. So now you take that, and it's an incoming player, including transfers. For, that's why you get 25 new additions to the roster. Boom. So if Isaiah Walker Jr. has announced that he's coming, coaches are all tweeting about it and everything, that 1 takes that 1. So we don't have a slot for TAULIA. Now, his brother's about to be wealthy, from his first round, number 5 overall pick. Maybe he wants to pay the bill for the younger brother to come to Miami as a walk-on for a year before he's eligible for a scholarship or something. Like a Baker Mayfield paying his way on in Oklahoma before, getting a scholarship there. Hey, that's something that, hey, if you want to come on and it's not costing me a scholarship right now, I'll take that. But honestly and truly, the nuclear Tagovailoa family has moved all over the place. Obviously, you go from Hawaii to Alabama. What? I mean, come on, bro. I've been to Alabama. I've not been to Hawaii, but my family has, and I've seen pictures. Come on.
Yeah.
And obviously, they have the means to do that. So they're not, I had a former student who did Teach for America out in Hawaii, and it was in their inner city situation there. The Tagovailoas are not from the bad side of high-low. You know what I mean? But if they want to come down to South Florida, look, FAU got Willie Taggart, might not be great at a big-time school, obviously, you can see from his time at FSU. But FAU, they're going to do numbers probably like he did at Western Kentucky or South Florida. Maybe that's a fit. FIU down the road, yes, that one, shut up. They've had 2 moderately talented quarterbacks that they've turned into late-round draft picks. I mean, you could do worse. So I would say one of those places in South Florida would be better than Miami. But again, that's just my view on it.